Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Easy English Listening Zone. I'm Emma, and honestly, I have to say, just sitting here today feels a little different. The air feels crisp, the studio feels cozier. Can you feel that shift, Ethan?
Hello, Emma, and hello to all our wonderful listeners wherever you are in the world right now. I absolutely can feel it. It's that time of year where everything just slows down a little bit and people start smiling for no reason. I can see that smile on your face right now, actually. It's radiant.
I can't help it. Today, we're talking about my absolute favorite time of year. We are diving deep into Christmas traditions. And for our listeners learning English, this isn't just about memorizing words. It's about learning how to share your heart, how to describe those warm memories, and how to connect with people over shared experiences.
That is so true. Language is really just a bridge to connection, isn't it? And nothing connects people quite like the holidays. But before we get lost in the magic of it all, we should probably talk about what that word really means. Tradition. It's a heavy word, but in a good way.
It is. To me, a tradition isn't just a habit. It's something deeper. It's a ritual passed down from parents to children, like a precious heirloom. It's that thing you do every single year that acts like an anchor. No matter how crazy life gets, when you do that one special thing, you know you're home.
An anchor. I love that description. It really grounds you. In my family, we have so many of those anchors, but let's start with the visuals. Before the big day even arrives, everything changes visually. We have to talk about how we decorate.
Oh, absolutely. To decorate is to transform a space, isn't it? It's taking a normal, boring living room and turning it into a wonderland. In my house, it starts with the tree. But it's not just about throwing things on branches, it's about the ornaments.
The ornaments are key. For our listeners, ornaments are those beautiful, fragile objects you hang on the tree. The glass balls, the wooden stars, the little angels. But Emma, I have a feeling your ornaments aren't just store-bought generic ones, are they?
You know me too well. No, they aren't. We have ornaments that are older than I am. We have these fragile glass baubles that belonged to my grandmother. Every time I hold one, I'm terrified I'll drop it, but hanging it up feels like honoring a memory. It's a way to have everyone we love right there in the room with us.
That is beautiful. It makes the act of decorating feel so meaningful. It's not just making things pretty, it's storytelling. Speaking of stories and memories, if you had to pick just one, and I know this is a cruel question because there are so many, but if you had to pick one favorite Christmas tradition, what captures the essence of the holiday for you?
Oh, that is difficult. It's like asking me to pick a favorite song. But if I close my eyes and think about Christmas, the first thing that comes to me isn't a sight, it's a smell.
A smell. Let me guess. Pine needles or maybe a fireplace?
Close. It's the kitchen. My favorite tradition is baking Christmas cookies with my mom, specifically gingerbread. It's the spice, that mixture of ginger, cinnamon, and molasses. The whole house fills up with that warm, spicy scent. It's intoxicating.
Gingerbread is iconic, and you make the classic shapes.
Oh, we go all out. We make stars, Christmas trees, and of course, the little gingerbread men. The little cookie people. But the best part is after they come out of the oven. We make a huge mess with the icing. We use white icing to make it look like snow on the trees, red icing for scarves on the gingerbread men, and little candies for buttons. It's pure creativity.
And probably pure deliciousness, too. I can just imagine the warmth of that kitchen. It sounds so intimate.
It is. It's just us, talking, laughing, covered in flour. It makes me feel warm and happy inside, like nothing else matters for a few hours. But what about you, Ethan? I know you come from a big family. Is your favorite tradition quiet like mine, or is it a bit louder?
Oh, Emma, quiet is a word that does not exist in my family during December. My favorite tradition happens on Christmas Eve, December 24th, and it is chaos. Beautiful, loud chaos.
I can picture it already.
It's the big get-together. That's a great phrase for our listeners. To get together means to gather, to meet up. My brothers, my sister, all the nieces and nephews, everyone packs into my parents' house. It's crowded, it's noisy, you can barely hear yourself think, and I love every second of it.
That sounds like a proper celebration. And I assume with that many people, there must be a lot of food involved.
Oh, it's not just a meal, it's a feast. A feast is a giant special meal, and my mother takes that word seriously. We usually have a massive roast beef or a honey-glazed ham, and the table is groaning under the weight of side dishes, mashed potatoes, green beans, buttery bread rolls. We eat until we can't move.
A feast indeed. There is something so primal and wonderful about sharing food with the people you love. It feeds the soul as much as the body. So after the feast, do you all just fall asleep?
We try to, but we have one very specific rule on Christmas Eve. We all sit in the living room, surrounded by that post-dinner calm, and we are allowed to open just one present.
Just one? That is torture. How do you choose?
It's strategic. You don't want to open the big gift. You want to save the best for Christmas morning. So traditionally, we usually open a box that has new pajamas or warm socks.
That is actually so sweet. So everyone puts on their fresh, new Christmas pajamas before going to sleep?
Exactly. We're all matching, looking ridiculous and comfortable. And then the kids are sent to bed immediately because, as you know, you can't be awake when Santa Claus arrives.
Ah, yes, the magic of Santa. I wanted to ask you about that, Ethan. Do you still feel that magic, even as an adult?
You know, I do. Maybe I don't believe a man in a red suit is literally sliding down the chimney anymore, but I believe in the spirit of Santa, the idea of selfless giving, of magic, of surprise, that feeling that something wonderful is about to happen. That never gets old.
That's a beautiful way to put it. It's the innocence of it. And for the kids, the mythology is so fun, leaving out cookies and milk for Santa, maybe a carrot for Rudolph and the reindeer.
Right, the reindeer, the animals that pull the sleigh through the sky. It's such a vivid story. It captures the imagination. And speaking of imagination and waking up, tell me about your Christmas morning. If Christmas Eve is my favorite chaos, surely your morning has its own rhythm.
Oh, Ethan, Christmas morning in my house, it's a scene straight out of a movie. But I have to warn you, it starts very, very early. And when I say early, I mean early. In my house, Christmas morning starts at 6 a.m. sharp. I know, it sounds painful to wake up that early on a holiday. But honestly, nobody can sleep. The excitement is just vibrating through the walls.
6 a.m.? That is dedication, but I imagine the scene downstairs makes it worth the lack of sleep.
It truly does. We creep downstairs and the room is glowing. The tree lights are on, reflecting off the windows, and there are these colorful wrapped presents everywhere. It's a breathtaking sight. But we don't just tear into them like wild animals. We have a system.
A system? That sounds very organized for 6 a.m.
It keeps the peace. We all sit together and one person gets to play Santa. They pick up a gift, read the name tag out loud, and hand it to the person it belongs to. And here is the important part. We watch them open it. We take turns.
I actually really love that. It slows everything down.
Exactly. It makes the moment last longer. You get to see the smile on their face, hear them say thank you, and really talk about the gift. It's not rushed. It's thoughtful. And, of course, while this is happening, my dad is in the kitchen making his famous hot chocolate for everyone, topped with a mountain of marshmallows.
Hot chocolate on Christmas morning. That is the definition of comfort. It warms you right from the inside out. Now, you mentioned the tree lights being on. This brings up a huge topic we need to discuss. Decorating. When does the magic actually begin at your house?
Well, for us, it's usually December 1st. But I know in America, you guys start a bit earlier, right?
We do. We usually start decorating right after Thanksgiving, which is the last Thursday in November. So by the time December hits, we are already in full holiday mode. The day after Thanksgiving, we have this ritual of climbing up into the attic, that dusty space at the top of the house where we store everything.
The attic. It's like a treasure chest of memories.
It is. We drag down all these boxes filled with lights, ornaments, and little Christmas villages. We even have this stuff called fake snow. Have you ever used that?
Fake snow? Is it like cotton?
Kind of. It looks like snow, but it's soft and white and fluffy. We spread it over tables or around the base of the tree to make it look like a winter wonderland inside the house. It's a bit messy, but it's very creative. Of course, if we are lucky enough to have real snow outside, we go out to the front yard and build snowmen, complete with a carrot nose and an old scarf.
See, that is the dream. A white Christmas. But speaking of nature, Ethan, we have to settle a debate. The Christmas tree. Is yours real or artificial?
Ah, the great debate. We are strictly an artificial tree family. It's just so much easier. We take it out of the box, set it up, and it looks perfect every year. Plus, it doesn't drop those sharp pine needles all over the floor. It's very convenient.
Convenient, yes, but does it have the soul of a real tree? See, my family always gets a real one. It's actually a whole adventure. We drive out to a Christmas tree farm in early December. We walk through the rows of trees until we find the one.
And do you cut it down yourselves?
We do. My dad brings a saw and cuts it down right there. Then we tie it to the roof of the car and drive it home. It feels so traditional. But the best part, Ethan, is the smell. Real trees fill the whole room with the scent of pine. You just can't get that from a box.
You know, you make a strong argument. That pine smell is incredible. Maybe I'm missing out on the adventure part. But you know what else fills the house? Music. You can't have Christmas without a soundtrack.
Oh, absolutely not. My mom makes sure of that. She plays Christmas music all through December. In the kitchen, in the car, everywhere. We're constantly singing along while we cook or clean.
Do you have a favorite? One song that you just have to hear?
I think my heart belongs to "O Holy Night." It's slow and it builds up to this powerful, beautiful moment. It feels very peaceful. What about you? Are you a slow song person or an upbeat person?
Oh, I need the energy. I love Jingle Bells. It's fun, it's fast, and it makes me want to dance around the living room. It's a classic for a reason. But you know, listening to music is one thing. Performing it is another. Did you ever go caroling?
Caroling? That's when you go to other people's houses to sing, right? I never did that actually. Did you?
I did. It's one of my fondest childhood memories. My school organized it. We would walk through the neighborhood at night holding candles. It would be freezing cold, but we felt so warm because we were all together. We'd knock on doors and people would actually come out and listen to us sing.
That sounds like something from a storybook.
It really felt like it. Some neighbors would even give us cookies or hot cider to warm us up. It was so community-oriented. It made everyone feel connected, like we were all part of something bigger than ourselves.
Connected. I like that word. That really is the theme here, isn't it? Whether it's connecting through a song or sharing a tree or just waking up early together. But there's one more way we connect with people who aren't in the room, with something that arrives in the mail. I'm talking, of course, about Christmas cards. It feels a bit old-fashioned in the age of text messages, doesn't it? But there is something so special about opening the mailbox and finding a real envelope.
I completely agree. In my family, sending cards is a huge production. We take a family photo, usually wearing those matching sweaters we talked about, and put it right on the card. It's a way to say, hey, we are thinking of you, and to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Since New Year is just a week after Christmas, it really is one big season of celebration. But Ethan, we simply cannot finish this conversation without talking about the main event, the food.
I was waiting for this. We talked about the snacks, but let's talk about the Christmas dinner. What is on the table at your house?
Well, it depends on where you're from, but for us, it is all about the turkey. It's roasted until it's golden brown, but the real star is the stuffing.
Stuffing is essential. For our listeners who haven't tried it, it's this savory mixture of bread, onions, celery, and herbs that is baked, sometimes inside the turkey, sometimes in a dish. It is incredibly flavorful.
It is, but I know some families do things differently. You mentioned a feast earlier. Do you do turkey as well?
We actually switch it up. We often do a roast ham with a sweet glaze on top, baked for hours until it's falling apart. And for dessert, well, that is where the battle begins. Are you a pie person or a pudding person?
I am a traditionalist. We have Christmas pudding. It's a very dense, dark cake made with dried fruits and spices. It's rich and smells like history.
That sounds intense. We are definitely a pie family. Pumpkin pie, apple pie with vanilla ice cream. That combination of hot pie and cold ice cream is unbeatable.
That does sound delicious. You know, after all that food, when everyone is too full to move, that is usually when the TV comes on. Watching Christmas movies is such a comfort, isn't it?
It's a requirement. My absolute favorite is Home Alone. It's about a young boy accidentally left behind when his family goes on vacation. Watching him set traps for the burglars, it never stops being funny.
It's a classic. It makes you laugh every time. I personally love Elf. It's about a human raised by elves at the North Pole who goes to New York City. It's just so sweet and innocent. And that's why we watch them, right? Because they always have happy endings.
They make us feel hopeful. And honestly, Emma, that leads me to a more serious question. We've talked about the food, the presents, the movies, but what is the most important part of Christmas for you?
You know, when I strip away all the decorations and the sugar, it's the people. It's just being together. The presents are lovely, but the real gift is time. It reminds us to stop rushing and appreciate the people we love.
Beautifully said. And I think it also reminds us to look outside our own circle, to be generous. That is the true spirit of Christmas, giving, not just receiving.
Absolutely. Do you have any traditions for that, for giving back?
We do. My family donates toys to a children's hospital every year. We buy new toys for kids who have to spend their holiday in a hospital bed. It's a small thing, but it teaches the younger kids in our family that giving feels good.
That is such a valuable lesson. It sounds like your Christmas is filled with so much love, Ethan.
And yours too, Emma. We have covered so much ground today, from the vocabulary of ornaments and carols to the feeling of charity and family.
We really have. And now we want to hear from you, our listeners. We have a small challenge for you.
Yes, we want you to go to the comment section and tell us about one holiday tradition from your country or your family. You can use the phrases we learned today, like in my family, we have a tradition of...
Don't worry about making mistakes. Just practice sharing your story. We read all the comments and we'd love to learn about your world.
And please, if you enjoyed this conversation, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next chat. Like and share this with a friend so you can learn together.
Thank you so much for letting us be a part of your day. Merry Christmas, everyone. Stay warm, stay kind, and keep practicing.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you next time.